Today, FPV drone footage has become a staple of our news feeds and social media. But behind these spinning props lies a genuine technological revolution that has redefined sports, cinema, and modern warfare. FPV, or first-person view, is the technology that finally realized humanity's ancient dream, to fly as freely as a bird. This is the story of how garage-built toys became the world's most precise instruments and a new global obsession. It didn't start in secret government labs. It started in the bedrooms of geeks across the globe, from the US and Europe to Australia. In the mid-2000s, RC plane hobbyists began experimenting with analog video transmitters. It was a struggle. The signal would cut out if you flew behind a single tree, and the first goggles were so heavy your neck would ache after 10 minutes. But the sensation of flight was addictive. Back then, drones were bulky and slow, but these early pioneers laid the foundation for digital video transmission and the compact flight controllers we use today. The real explosion happened around 2014, when organized racing emerged in Germany and the US. Suddenly, the world realized these drones could hit 150 kilometers per hour in the blink of an eye. We saw the rise of the Drone Racing League, a sport of the future where pilots in goggles maneuver through neon-lit labyrinths. At the same time, Hollywood took notice. FPV provided shots that were impossible for a helicopter. Think of those dynamic dives through buildings in action movies or breathtaking close-ups in nature documentaries. That's the work of these tiny birds. For a long time, military drones were associated with massive, expensive machines like the Bayraktar or the Reaper. But the experience of local conflicts over the last decade, from the Middle East to the Caucasus, began to suggest otherwise. However, it was the full-scale war in Ukraine that became the Black Swan event, changing global security doctrine forever. Ukraine showed the world how a $400 drone could take out a multi-million-dollar tank. This forced NATO and leading world powers to urgently rewrite their strategies. Today, kamikaze drones aren't just an extra tool. They are the long arm of the infantry, operating with surgical precision over vast distances. We are standing on the threshold of a new era. The next step? Drone swarms powered by artificial intelligence. We are moving away from the one pilot, one drone model. Soon, a single operator may command dozens of units that communicate and coordinate with each other. Target locking tech and signal jamming resistance are making these systems nearly unstoppable. But there is a bright side, too. FPV is being used to find lost hikers in mountains, inspect high-voltage power lines, and deliver medicine to unreachable regions. FPV has evolved from a hobbyist toy into the backbone of a new aerial economy. The history of FPV is a prime example of how the passion of amateurs can disrupt global industries. From grainy footage in homemade helmets to high-tech battles and cinematic masterpieces, we are only at the beginning of this flight. If you want to keep track of how technology is changing our lives and our safety, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more to explore. See you in the sky.